Hi everybody, Derek the homeless guy here. Yesterday I had a pretty interesting afternoon. My friend who's Oakland school teacher here in Oakland, California, uh, they brought by a whole bunch of food that was being tossed out by the cafeteria of this school. To protect him, I'm not going to say what school. It is in the Oakland Unified School District, and normally these lunches, when they're not used, they're either refrigerated for a short amount of time and held for about a week or so in case of emergency food for kids like the homeless. There are a lot of homeless kids attending Oakland Public Schools, and so these schools keep a lot of extra food in the refrigerators, and if there's a student that is hungry, that they'll give these lunches to the students so that they have something to eat. But anyway, the school had an overabundance of these lunches yesterday, and so my friend brought 3 trays of this. So I want to show you what's in one of those lunches. So we're going to get one out of the refrigerator. So we're going to take 2 out right here. I'm going to show you. Here's the lunch. That right here, this is a fresh ham and cheese sandwich. We got 3 packs of carrots, a fresh red apple, a box of raisins, and there's also some chips in there. So I'm going to open this one up so that you can actually see what's in one of these. And these are really nice. These are great. They're made locally and they're made fresh. The Oakland Unified School District contracts with a company called Revolution Foods. They're a fairly new operation. They've been around for only a few years now. I'm familiar with them because when I worked up at, or I lived at the homeless shelter, I worked in the kitchen, and the chef would take me to Revolution Foods to show me some of the things going on in their operation. She was gathering some extra food products that Revolution Food had called her to come pick up. So anyway, what's inside here? It's individually wrapped. This is a ham and cheese sandwich today, and so this takes about 1 minute to heat up and to melt the cheese. So you got a hot sandwich, or they can eat it cold if they choose. Here we have a bag of wheat snack crackers. Wheat snack crackers. And it's 8 grams of whole grain, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners. So good product, healthy. Then we have the raisins. They buy these obviously from Sysco, one of the world's largest food suppliers, especially here in the United States. So Sysco raisins. So that costs them a little bit of money there. Then we have the packages of carrots. We have 3 packages. 1, 2, 3. So kids have that to snack on for a little bit. And then we have a nice healthy red apple. These look like galas, so it's also that time of the year when we get a lot of fresh apples. So it's good to see that our students are eating well and that they are getting good food. And like I said, that person, my friend, came by with 3 big flats of them. So there were 36 meals that he brought over. So he gave us 2 trays, and I passed them out to 16 people here. So we got rid of all of those. The 2 trays that he gave me, that was 24 units in each one of the flats, so 48 units. So people were able to get plenty of food to sustain them for at least a couple of days. And then my friend also took the other tray up to another homeless encampment up on International Boulevard here in Oakland. So handed them out there. And I applaud my friend for doing that, and also that the folks over there in the cafeteria for, rather than throwing these out and wasting them, actually putting them to use and feeding the homeless and the hungry, rather than putting all of these this beautiful food into the landfills and going into the garbage. So a much better use. I would hope that a lot of school districts would start taking that up. I know that there's some liability, and that's what most school districts are worried about. But if the food is fresh, like it was today, and it's usually good for about a week when it's refrigerated, and this was all refrigerated, so they were all safe. I would like to see more school districts do that with giving the food away at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, or even at the end of the month, because a lot of these these lunch packages are packed up like this, but individually, so they can be stored easily, they can be handed out safely. They're clean and sterile, so works out really well for everybody. And this lunch pack, if I remember right, is supposed to cost about $2 per lunch for each student. So rather than throwing $2 away per lunch, let's throw it at the homeless, which I think is a far better use of public money and government money. So anyway, just wanted to show everybody what's in your kids' lunch at school. Very healthy, very safe. And if you agree with me that maybe rather than throwing these beautiful lunches away like most schools do, donate them to the homeless in the surrounding areas. And I would encourage you to step and up to the principal and suggest this, and even at school board meetings that might be a good idea too. So anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Derek the Homeless Guy, giving you some tips and showing you what's really happening.